Bonjour à toutes et à tous, nous avons eu la chance de pouvoir interviewer la légende du hit Glen Rice. Avant de commencer, on voulait particulièrement remercier NBA France qui nous a donné l'opportunité de faire cette petite interview, merci beaucoup à eux. Je vous embête pas plus que ça, profitez bien de la vidéo et on se retrouve samedi 19h sur BeIN Sports pour un gros match face aux Bucks.
All right, to start things off, you have spent 6 of your 15 NBA seasons as part of the Miami Heat. Looking back, how was it being a young yet central piece of the project of an expansions team?
Yeah, looking back, it was fabulous. Actually, I think when you have an opportunity to say that you're a part of a foundation of an organization, it's a huge honor. Uh, you're able to take the lumps that we did in the very beginning because we didn't win that much. We lost a lot, and to be able to establish when we first made the playoffs against the Bulls, it just showed you the major steps that we were making. And when you look at the organization now, you really do realize that you really put the groundwork in to a very, very successful organization, and to be able to still be a part of it to this day, a huge honor.
So you won the All-Star Game MVP in 1997.
Mm-hmm.
What value does it hold to you as an individual accomplishment? Is it something you brush off as anecdotal or an important milestone?
Yeah, it was. I mean, obviously, individual accolades come with the territory. I think speaking for myself, it's that I acknowledge, but I don't hold it that high on my radar. I think winning championships is the number one goal, especially for players when they get to, say, even the high school or college level, and now the NBA level. You want to be able to say you got one, you achieved that goal one time, and you're very fortunate to be able to get it multiple times after that. So for me, it's definitely the team aspects of basketball, and individual accolades. They come. So I'm thankful for it, but I focus on the accomplishments of the team.
All right. Could you tell us a few things about Kevin Lafferty, the man who has coached you for 3.5 seasons in Miami? How was it? How was he as a coach? And comparing to the likes of Michael Jordan and Julius Erving, have said, would you relate to the thing they have said about this coach?
Yeah, Kevin, man. I mean, Kevin, he was a great coach. I mean, he's really good for us at that time because uh, Kevin is what we call a player's coach, a coach who will get on you, but at the same time understands how to communicate to players, how to get the best out of the players. A guy that felt like he was your father and your brother because he disciplined you when you need to be disciplined, but at the same time, he was that guy you can go and cry on his shoulder, just talk about anything. And yeah, he was free willing, and that was important for us because we're a young team. And sometimes when you're dealing with a young team, you don't want to stress them out too much. You don't want to be that hammer that's always hitting the nail. You want to be able to cushion them a little bit, but at the same time, when you need to discipline them, discipline.
What are your thoughts on this current Heat build?
I think when you look at the Miami Heat team, we probably haven't performed like we would like to have at this particular point, and a lot of that's due to injuries. But we're getting guys back. I think once we get guys back from injury, it's going to be able to allow us to go out and gel more as a team. And when we gel as a team, I definitely think that we're one of the top teams in the league. And in saying that, it puts us in a position to be a contender for a championship. So again, as we go forward in the season, I like the Miami Heat chances, and we look forward to it. Getting all the guys back from injuries.
During your time in Miami, who was your favorite? Who was your favorite former teammate?
Favorite team? Yeah, I get that question a lot. I never really had a favorite teammate because well, someone I mean, obviously, I had three guys from Michigan on my team, and that was Steve Smith, Grant Long, and Willie Burton. So those guys were like my brothers before I even got to Miami. So Yeah, they were brothers. But speaking as my team as a whole, I loved all my teammates. I really did, and I think each one of us brought a different value aspect to the table for our team, and that was very important. And I think it's important for me to acknowledge that and not have favorites, because they all were my favorite.
If you could pick 4 current NBA players to play a game with you, who would you choose?
Woo, that's a great question. I think definitely I got to roll with LeBron, Curry. I'd like to be on a team where I can just sit right next to the Greek freak and watch him run downhill the way he do. And I need a big man. I got to go with Jokic. I mean, this guy's incredible. I mean, he's offensively, he's really coming into his own. Probably the best passing big man in the game. So yeah, and I wouldn't even mind if me being on that team, I didn't get a shot, because I get a chance to just be right there and watch the show up close in person.
If you had to compare yourself to one current player, who would it be?
Yeah, it would have to be Klay Thompson. I've said this over and over. When it comes to shooting the basketball, I think he's definitely one or two the best shooters in the league now. His form is textbook. He's a guy that doesn't have to have many dribbles to get his shot off. He's pretty much automatic. I know he's not shooting it the way that he is capable of, like in the past. I still think that he's trying to get adjusted to the new legs he got, coming back from a serious surgery. So, but Klay Thompson for sure.
All right. So in terms of the questions that we had, that was all. So thank you very much for answering all of them.
Yes, sir. You're very welcome, man. Happy New Year to you guys too.
Thank you. Happy New Year to you as well.
Yes, sir.